DIYers, what's going on? Mike Boards with the Mike Boards channel. Thank you for watching. We're working on an outdrive Mercruiser specifically. We're going to show you how to install a shift shaft and crank. Let's get started. All right, DIYers, back at the workstation now, and basically right now the lower unit is a hollow case, minus the pinion bearing that we installed. And on the left-hand side are the old parts. There's the new bearing carrier, and we've got several new parts, gears, bearings, seals, etc., as well as shafts. There's our drive shaft, and the propeller shaft is on our table full of new parts. We are going to install the new shift shaft, bushing, and internal crank. And first thing we want to do, come up top, and that is where the shift shaft and bushing will go into. There's the thread and the cavity. And it's a good idea to clean the internal thread and mating surface prior to installing that shift shaft bushing. New parts are organized on the workbench. Again, we have the shift crank, the shift shaft, couple washers and O-rings, and the bushing. And the only thing I'm using from the old part is that small little clip at the very bottom, as you can see here. So I am going to take apart this bushing to gain access to that clip. Not much to this, DIYers. You just carefully shift this up, and again, it has that internal rubber seal, and you just shift it off the spline area of the shaft. And you also have the lower washer here, and the O-ring is still connected to it. And in a groove that was machined in by the manufacturer is this clip. You just grab it and pull it right off. And there it is. From here, I'm just going to take all the old parts and get them out of here so I don't get anything unorganized. Everything is now unpackaged. I put on some clean new gloves. And again, here's the shift shaft, the shift crank, the bushing. This is the tool we're going to use to secure everything back in place in the lower unit. In addition, we've got that clip, O-ring, rubber seal, and 2 washers, and we are going to put this back together. First thing we're going to do is grab the clip and align it properly with the machine groove and apply some friendly pressure and install it. That is what it looks like. Next, the small washer, and we'll just slide that right down flush with the clip. And the next thing we need to do is install this rubber O-ring to the bottom portion of the bushing, and I'm going to grab some 2,4-C grease as shown here. And do not overdo this, just a little bit. As you can see, that's all I'm using. And I'll grab the bushing, and I'm basically going to lubricate that little gap in between the threaded portion and the mating surface of the bushing. And after I do this, I'm going to clean out the thread. And I'll wipe my hands clean, grab the O-ring, and carefully shift it onto the bushing all the way flush into its slot as shown here. From here, I'll grab a paper towel and I'll carefully clean out all the thread. I'll set that back down. I'll cap off the grease, set that aside, and from here I'm going to grab my Mercury gear lube SAE 90. This is the exact same gear lube you insert in the lower unit. And what I'm going to do with the cap on, obviously, tip it upside down, and then I'm going to unscrew it and just use the oil that is on the inner portion of the cap. And I'll dab it with a finger, and all I'm going to do is lubricate the inner oil seal inside the bushing. And that's it. You can't access it from the bottom, so that's all you need to do. Do not overdo it. Grab your shift shaft, carefully align this, and once the shift shaft meets the rubber seal, you'll have to apply some friendly pressure. Just like that, all the way flush, as shown here. Now it's time to install it in the lower unit. Before moving on, I want to show you a close-up view of the bushing and O-ring with the grease. Again, no need to overdo it. Next, what we'll do is install the shift shaft crank, and very important, one side has a spline machine groove and cutout, and the other side is completely round with no splines or gear connection feature. And we're going to come inside. Deep inside there, you'll see a little tab sticking up, and behind it to the left is a pin. That's actually your drain port pin or screw, and we're going to shift that crank in place and onto that little tab with the spline machine cut portion of the crank facing up or on top. Not really a good way to give you a view as I do this, but I'm going to carefully shift that crank onto the pin, and you want to ensure that the shift crank itself is facing left or that way as shown here. And I'll even push it And that is how the manual wants you to align that prior to shifting that actual shift rad down through the cavity and into that spline portion on top of that crank. Taking a step back, and we are now going to install the shift shaft and bushing. And as you do this, just carefully shift the entire shaft inside the cavity. And you may need to go down below and use your other arm and hand to carefully shift the crank until you can properly align the splines on both the bottom portion of the shaft as well as the top portion of the crank. Coming to a different camera angle, I want to show you a top view, and you'll see some thread. We are not all the way in, as you can see there. We'll come down below and I'll scroll in, and as you can see, the bottom portion of the crank is still on the pin and the top portion of the crank is properly aligned and secured to the bottom portion of the shaft. Now it's time to secure the bushing. Next part is very important. Our service manual requires 50 pounds to be applied to that bushing as we screw it in tight to the case. I've got my torque wrench here, and as of right now it is zeroed out. I'm going to turn the handle clockwise until it rotates all the way up to 50. And there it is. As you can see, the top black portion of the handle is flush with the 50 line. The actual line goes to the left of the 5 and shifts downward at an angle and then shifts left to that solid long line that's vertical in between all the numbers. Back up top, grab your bushing tool, align the 2 bottom teeth with the 2 open slots on the top portion of the bushing. And from here, I'm just using a 3/4 socket and ratchet, and I'm going to screw this bushing in until I feel some tension. And once I feel the tension, I will shift over to the torque wrench. And there's the tension. And again, to the torque wrench, 50 pounds. And I move the camera back to give me more room. And no need to rush this, be precise. And it's getting more and more tight. There it is. You hear that click? That indicates that this bushing is properly set to 50 pounds. Now to a close-up view of the Craftsman torque wrench that we used. Again, 50 pounds was set, as shown here. And let's go back up top. We're going to carefully pull off the bushing tool. Set that aside. Next, grab that rubber seal, and we are going to carefully position it over the spline portion of the top shaft and push this as far down into the bushing as we can until it's flush with the top oil seal. Last, the larger washer, as shown there. That is the finished product of the shift shaft and crank. And DIYers, that is it. Do us a favor, below the video, you will see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching. And in the event that you are curious on seeing what we do from here, definitely check out the link scrolling above. It's going to take you to a video where we pick up right where we left off. And we got a lot to do still, but we're excited to get it done. Thanks again for watching.